The Huawei P10 launched this year improves on a lot of points since last year's P9. However, no piece of tech is perfect, so in this video we're taking a look at the 5 major pros and cons of the new Huawei P10. So without any further ado, let's get straight into the pros. The P10 features a stationary fingerprint sensor which is super fast. It's honestly the quickest sensor I've ever experienced. It's also very accurate and just top-notch overall. Huawei decided to keep the headphone jack despite Apple and HTC ditching it. It's still a very important port to many, and I don't think that we're ready to move to wireless just yet. It has to get cheaper. And therefore, I think Huawei did us all a favor by keeping the jack. The P10 has a really interesting dual camera system. One of the sensors is a black and white one and the other is a color one. The software then combines the information from the two sensors and produces great images. The Huawei P10 is very well built. It's got a very similar aluminum design to the iPhone, and I guess that's a good thing if you like that type of design. Nevertheless though, it's rugged, high quality, and feels great in the hand. With its 3200 mAh battery, the P10 lasts through a day of use with ease. It's interesting how the P10 has a bigger battery than the S8, which is a physically bigger phone. It might just be Samsung stepping back a bit though because of what happened with the Note 7. So with the pros done, let's take a look at some of the cons I have for the P10. As mentioned before, the home button and fingerprint sensor is not really a button as it's stationary, that meaning it doesn't move. That makes it feel a bit awkward if you've never used such a button before. And yes, I know this con is a huge nitpick as you get used to this pretty fast. Compared to the latest from Samsung and LG, the Huawei P10 might just look a little out of date because of its huge top and bottom bezels. It's just a poor use of space nowadays. Hashtag poor use of space. I don't know what it is, but the touch surface on the display feels a bit awkward. It's just not as smooth sliding your finger across that screen compared to pretty much every other phone I've used. I think I've read some articles a while back about it not featuring some kind of display coating. That could be the cause, but I'm not entirely sure. The EMUI skin on top of Android looks, in my opinion, this is very subjective, very outdated and just cheesy. It's not clean, it doesn't fit the phone very well, and the settings menu looks oddly similar to iOS. It also packs a bunch of duplicate apps. Not good. In my opinion, the water resistance should be a standard on flagship smartphones moving forward since the S7 launched last year. Have we seen that? Yeah, actually we have seen quite a lot of water resistant phones. The iPhone, the LG G6, the Sony phones, but the Huawei P10 launched a whole year after the S7 does not feature water resistance. So there you guys go. Those were the 5 major pros and cons I had for the Huawei P10. If you liked this video, make sure to click that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.